everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Bree Buonomo. Hi if you're new here, or hey if you've been here before. Today I'm going to be talking about one of these sort of Authortube secrets, I suppose. So let me back up before I get into the content of this video. Very recently, in the last couple weeks, there have been a ton of videos being made about Authortube secrets, and basically just some Authortubers sharing what they do behind the scenes and how they film their videos, and you know, if they wear pajama pants during it but you just can't see, if they film in the same day, all of that good stuff. I think I've also seen some videos on the booktube side of things as well, taking on this similar style video. So there's just been a ton of content lately. And when I was talking with a friend, I was saying that I really don't think I have any crazy secrets to share, unless I was reversing a lot of them, because I know over on Lindsey Puckett's channel, she said that she doesn't usually wear normal pants when she films. She's usually in pajama pants or shorts. The opposite of that for me is that I'm usually fully dressed because I will get ready for work and film a video, or I'll come home from work and film a video, and I'm already in a proper attire, if you will. So instead of kind of redoing everyone's Authortube Secrets video and basically noting that I am the opposite of them in most cases, I found one Authortube secret that I thought would be good to share, especially for people who are considering joining this community or feel like they're not good enough because they don't have special equipment. And lo and behold, my biggest Authortube secret is that I do everything on my phone. At the time when I started my channel in September of 2019, I had an iPhone 6S, I'm pretty sure. It was perfect for what I wanted. It was smaller at the time, but like I never really needed anything fancy. But after I uploaded my first video, after talking with my husband, we discussed it and determined that I could get an iPhone 11 for around the same price that I was already paying for my iPhone 6, because we just had a good deal. I was due for an upgrade. It worked out really well. But the iPhone 11 is pretty standard. It's the normal edition. It is not the Pro. It's not the Pro Max. It's just normal 11, but it has been wonderful for creating videos. It has 4K quality. It has all of the nice little tricks that I can use for making things stylized, and I absolutely love it. Now, I understand that me having an iPhone could be in a separate category because not everyone might have access to that. And I'm sorry if that's the case. You know, I understand that things are limited and people have various needs that they might have to put before getting an iPhone. But if you have the funds and you want to start filming, I think the iPhone 11 has been great. No shame on the iPhone 6 either, because the iPhone 6, again, helped me make my first video, and even though the quality was okay, it was still a video that I was able to post on the internet. So take that with a grain of salt. You might be able to get an older iPhone that can still do the same capabilities that my newer iPhone 11 has. With that in mind, I do want to say that the iPhone 6 was the first iPhone I ever owned, and moving forward, I chose the iPhone 11 strictly because of videoing and editing software that came with it. I don't know if the Android has a compatible program and software, so I'm sorry, I can only speak for the iPhone folk with moving forward. But after all that spiel about the iPhone, I do want to say that the reason that I ended up going with this is because iPhone has iMovie built right in. And iMovie is an editing software for all your videos. So I do all of my editing on my iPhone. I film my video in the iMovie, and then I go back and I edit it all. And to be honest, I think my videos are pretty good for just doing everything in an iPhone. I know that there's been some famous YouTubers who have shot like music videos and like other like very high quality pieces on their iPhone as well, and I do believe them fully that they did that on their iPhone, because my iPhone pretty much can do the same thing. It's pretty incredible. So if you are a current iPhone user, then you have this capability too. It comes free. And iMovie is extremely easy to learn and easy to navigate. I picked it up literally in one sitting, filming my second video and just going through and editing a little bit here and there. I highly recommend it. So needless to say, I don't have any editing software on my computer. I am intimidated by editing on my computer because I know that the programs get more advanced, and I don't have an Apple computer, so I don't have iMovie on my computer, where I'd probably just use that as well if I did. But if that is something, if you are like me and you were intimidated by editing and that was one of the reasons you put off starting a channel and you have an iPhone, don't be, because it's one of the simplest forms of editing that I have ever used. And as I mentioned, there are a ton of features. There are the ability to put different lightings and filters on your videos if you want to give it some kind of mood. There are the ability to speed up little segments. The one downfall is that the speeding up only goes to 2 times the normal speed. And in some cases, I wish that I could do it like 3 or 4 times. But unfortunately, that's the capability, so take that as you will. But you can also cut scenes, you can add effects, you can add music, you can do a lot. The other downfall with the music is that they have a selection for you, but that doesn't mean that it's all for use, so you may get copyrighted a couple times if you try to use one of their selections. I did. But otherwise, that is how I make and edit all of my videos. And it is extremely simple and convenient to use. I, again, don't know if Android has this capability. I would assume they do have something. I don't know how easy it is to navigate, but just because they're competitors with Apple, I feel like they have to have something that's equal to the iMovie because they want to keep up with their competition. Moving forward, I do want to say that I use a couple things that help assist me with making my videos that aren't just on my phone. That would be, I actually have a tripod that is dedicated to holding my phone. It's a small one. It sits on my desk in front of me, and it has a little clip that I just, almost like if you have used GPS in your car with your phone and you have like that clip holder that sits in your, on your dash or in your vent. It's the same type of thing with my holder for my videos. I also have the nice thing about the clip holder is that it unscrews from the tripod. So when I'm out filming maybe standing up videos, I can take that clip off and put it on my normal size tripod, which is a lot bigger and does not sit nicely on my desk. I will try to link that down below, as well as the ring light that I used. We bought I think it was like a $30 or $40 ring light on Amazon that I absolutely adore. For me, it is a USB one, but because I film at my computer desk and I have my tripod sitting behind my camera, I easily plug that into my computer USB and it works perfectly. I also have a little clicker, which I believe came with my iPod. Unfortunately, I don't know where it is. I'm assuming because I just took a lot of photos outside over the weekend that it is still in my bag, but it's just little, and it actually has 2 options. You can buy it for Android or iPhone, and it has the 2 options where it's like if you're clicking on an iPhone, you hit this button. If you're clicking on an Android, you hit this button. So I know that it's compatible for both, and it's super easy to use. And as long as you have your Bluetooth on, it works. And I use those little things to just kind of enhance my videos a little bit more. My first 2 videos, I didn't have any of these. I just propped them up on my speaker. So it was a little wonky, but it worked. But I highly recommend getting the phone tripod if that's what you're going to use, because it just makes it a little bit easier. The last thing that I'm going to mention in this video is how I edit pictures, because I also use my phone exclusively for my Instagram pictures, and I feel like, granted, not all of my pictures are great, but I think I have a few that I really like, and I like how it looks, and I do that all on my phone. But I do use 2 specific apps to help me make my pictures a little bit more spicy. The first one that I use is Photoshop Express. It is PS Express, I believe, in the iPhone App Store. But it is literally as it sounds. It is a mini version of Photoshop. And sure, it's not going to be all the bells and whistles that a Photoshop on your computer would be, but it really takes out the time that you would have to like take a picture on your phone, upload it to Photoshop, edit it around, then export it to Instagram or wherever you're posting it. And I think just for what I like to do and what I need a Photoshop app to do, it works perfectly. You can choose from the filters that they already have pre-made in Photoshop Express, and there's tons more than you would get on just the Instagram app or on your phone itself. And I love the options. I usually tweak them a little bit, and you can also make your own custom filter. So if you want a specific style, you can either start with the base that they give you, or you can build it from the ground up. And I've done a couple different options based on my mood and what the vibe I'm going for, the season, etc. Currently, I'm doing kind of more like an autumn filter vibe on my Instagram. So I've been using kind of this like muted colors. I don't know, I love it, but I do edit it a little bit just to make sure, like, especially for certain photos, like I might brighten it a little bit, or I might bring out the shadows a little bit more, and all of that is done in the Photoshop as well. It also has the blemish remover feature, so if there's something that like doesn't look right, you can like tweak it a little bit. So it really does have a great range of how to edit your photos, and again, it's all on your phone, so if you're sitting on your phone anyway, you might as well just, you know, edit a picture. The second one that I use to sometimes enhance it, and this is a really, really new feature for me, really literally in the past week that I've talked to people and found it, because I was looking for a way to create a smoke effect for one of my upcoming pictures on Instagram, and I see people using it all the time on theirs, and I could not figure out where it was. I was Googling it for like an hour, never got anything that actually gave me what I wanted. And then I was talking to a friend who I asked if she could do this in Photoshop, and she recommended Pixaloop. And I had no idea what that was. It's probably a lot more popular than I realized, but it has so many features to animate your photos. And trust me, I've already been playing around with it and I love it. So much so that I went ahead, and I don't really buy a lot of apps, but I decided to just give myself 1 month of using this, because when you unlock the features, like there are so many more features, and there's so many that I wanted to use that I figured it's like $5.99 for a month. It was worth it. Personally, I think going for a year, if this is something you're going to use constantly, is so much better than doing the 1 month, but I don't think I'm going to use it as much after the Halloween season's over. But the 1 year is $20, and that equates to like $1.66 or something per month. Such a better deal than the $5.99 for 1 month. But again, I was going to only use it for about 1 month. I'm going to cancel it afterwards. But you can put like all these different effects. You can like do overlays where there's like your entire screen is like some kind of movement. You can like change it. You can change the patterns of things. You can add just little effects. There's a lot. And personally for me, I really like the smoke ones or like the fog ones. Like they're very cool. I also have a picture coming up where I kind of had my hands cupped and I have something like magical looking like it. That was my intention anyway, but it's been really fun. So those are the two apps, Photoshop Express and Pixaloop, that help me just enhance my photos on Instagram a little bit more. Photoshop Express is absolutely free, and Pixaloop has a free version, but you can also choose to pay and get more features. I will definitely link everything that I mentioned in this video down below. As I mentioned, I am currently operating on an iPhone 11 for all of my wonderful creative endeavors, and for me, it works. I think there is something to say for people who definitely take the time, have advanced equipment, take the time to edit their films and their videos on their computer. For me, being a little bit editing illiterate, I think my iPhone has done me well. And I think the better that I get with using the iPhone, the more that I think people might not even realize I'm doing it. But I'm here to expose myself today, and hopefully that will help you guys out a little bit more, because you can definitely have the capability of making good quality videos on a phone. If you have any other specific questions, please feel free to leave them down below in the comments. I will certainly try to answer them to the best of my ability, but for the most part, I think I've kind of wrapped up exactly what I needed to say in this video, and my biggest Authortube secret has been revealed. Otherwise, I will see you next time in my next video. Bye.